Hi, my name is Ari, and today we're going to be talking about Python list comprehensions. Most of the time, people don't use list comprehensions because that's kind of confusing. But in this short video, let me explain you how to use list comprehension. It's very powerful and it's very easy to use. But first thing first, let's use simple example. I'm going to create Python list. And suppose here I have couple of numbers and bunch of fives, all right? And suppose my goal is to create this new list and go through first a list, and if I find 5, what I want to do, I want to append it to new list, right? So pretty simple task. So we need to use a for loop. So for n in a list, right? So we're iterating through a list, and then I'm going to create a filter if n equal 5. And then what I want to do next, now you know that to add something to a list, you need to use the method append. So here is going to be append, and I'm going to append n if that's the case. I'm going to run this. And let's check our new list. And our new list contains only 5s, right? So that's pretty much how most of the people would do this task. But we could go much faster. Why and how? Because append implemented as a module. So every time this filter returns true, append should be downloaded from Python, all right, because that's a module. And instead of using append and to go twice faster, we could rewrite this as a list comprehension. So list comprehension, you always write list comprehension within the square brackets. Why? Because we want to return a list. And I'm going to show you, and I'm just going to copy it from here so you could see the logic and how simple is that. In square brackets, I'm going to copy for n in a list. We don't need colon. So then we need to use filter if n equal 5. So filter goes here. And then an expression. What will be an expression? An expression will be just n. So in this case, I'm getting exactly the same result. And you might ask me, what's the difference? So the difference is that list comprehension twice faster. The only reason for that, because we're not using module append, and we're not using module append because list comprehension wrapped in these square brackets. So by default, it will be returned as a list. All right, so let me show you the same task again, but this time let's add a couple of 8s. So 8, 8, 8. So now I'm going to do exactly the same from scratch. And I'm going to assign it to variable name, let's say e for 8. So then I use square brackets because it's a list comprehension. So then I need to use a for loop because I need to iterate through original a list. So for, and this time let's use some other variable name such as number in a list, right? So here we're iterating. And then we could use a filter if we need one. So if number equal 8, and then if that's the case, what we want to do? So we want to have that number. All right, so let me stop right here. Let's see what our E is. And you see, list comprehension always returns a list. You see, square bracket means a list full of 8s. Why? Because here we have this using this filter. We have this filter if number equal 8. Now, sometimes you want to do something. Maybe if there is 8, maybe you want to multiply it by 100. So this expression you could multiply by 100, and now we get this 800, 800, 800. All right. So again, list comprehension is another way to iterate through a list and do something with items from the list. All right. Now, again, list comprehension much faster, as a matter of fact, twice faster than using Python module and the method append, because append is a method of that object list, in this case, a list. All right. So I hope from now on you'll be using list comprehensions. And if you want to learn more, watch my other videos. All right. I'll see you in the next video.